Time Brian. Hey, Mark, is that the guy coming on? Hey, Mark, you can bring DFW and the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and it won't matter. You haven't done dick in 30 years. The Pet Rock and the Chia Pet were more famous than Dallas in the last 25 years. Who are you kidding? The Chia Pet is more famous than the Cowboys in the last 30 years. The Chia Pet.
Well, good morning, everybody. Yes, I am wound up this morning. Back to work, rise and grind Monday. Post-Cowboys embarrassing loss. Yes, we got embarrassed last night yesterday morning, I should say, or noon in AT&T. I hate them noon games, everybody. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate them noon games. They're for the birds. And I don't mean the Eagles. I gotta fix my flag. Shit. It's hanging right. And now it's all mangled. I can't have that. Old Glory. Can't have it. Anyway, circling back. Here you go, Vinny. Sorry about your Mets, but I'm not sorry. It was a rough day for Vinny Hagen. Man of Hawkins' Zone. Gotta hang out one day, bro. You gotta hang out. I'll bring my boy down or whatever up, whatever the hell they call it. We'll meet somewhere central. We'll watch a game. That'll be fun. You gotta become you gotta become a channel member, man. They gotta be a part of the Zoom call. But anyway, circling back, Vin. Let me get a hit. There you go. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, it is. Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go. Listen, shout out to the Houston Texans last night, but I want to say something about the Chicago Bears. I didn't see the whole game. I did see the recap earlier this morning. You know, the lack of sleep, it caught up to me. I was asleep. I was asleep right after halftime. Then I woke up real early. Chicago Bears, even though they're 0-2, are they 0-2? Oh, I'm embarrassed now. Maybe they're 1-1. I think they're 1-1. They're better than the Cowboys record-wise. Huh. Feels like Dallas is 0-9, but they're 1-1. But Chicago, I thought, played well. You know, you got to give. This is why I'm against starting rookies from day one, because the game speed is what slows up. You know, that's what takes the longest time. The college game speed from the NFL game speed is literally night and day. So I like the quarterback to sit a few games. Don't have to sit long, but sit a few games, you know. So I think Chicago, do not, if you're a Bears fan, do not fret. You guys got a good quarterback. You guys got a good quarterback. You know, maybe the Giants are rethinking the whole Daniel Jones thing. I did have them losing to Washington, but I had them winning week 1. So the Giants are a game worse than I had. Dallas is where I had them. I just had it opposite. I had them losing to Cleveland, beating New Orleans. So no harm, no foul. But we're not going to give them credit for beating Cleveland because they blew it at home as a 7-point favorite. So Eagles, we'll see. I have them 1-1 after 2. I think they win tonight. I will be streaming it. So come check me out as we watch. Hopefully Atlanta get to win, to not let Eagles get ahead, but I don't see it happening. The Eagles, Eagles are home. Monday Night Football. Drinking has already begun. It's about 10 of 8 in the morning. They're tailgating somewhere. No, I don't know about that. I wouldn't doubt there was a few people out there. It's going to be ruckus out there. Atlanta better be able to get the ball to Bijan. Thank God the Eagles defense stinks. I shouldn't say that because our defense looked like ass yesterday, and very shockingly so. But one game will not define me. I'll be back. I'm not making blanket statements regarding my team. 1-1. Of course, we got all the $60 million quarterback. I was out with the 2 contracts. You're entitled. But that's it. If you know anything about NFL football, they didn't lose because of the offense yesterday. Again, like the playoff game, they lost because our defense couldn't get out of their own way. Right? If you can be honest with yourself, that's why we lost. The offense didn't help you any. They had a couple big plays. You know, so again, trolls will be trolls, and I appreciate the trolls. Brad, let the trolls go unless they're calling people names. It's not worth it. And if, you know I love you, Brad. I want you here forever. But if it's not mentally right for you, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. It is what it is. We'll still be friends, I hope. I will be anyway. I hope you stay though, man. I hope you stay. I want you in there to light people up that are making fun and calling people names. You could call our team ass, because Brad, it was yesterday. It was ass. But you get to know, like Drew, I love you. You know, I do. But you can tell as soon as things go bad, who's a foxhole guy or not. Drew's not a foxhole guy. He might turn the gun on you and take you out if the going gets bad. That's how I feel. I know you got hatred for the Cowboys, Drew, but you know not to do blanket statements. You know that. Nobody said Super Bowl, at least I didn't. Nobody said Dallas defense is going to be the next thing. I said it's going to be better than last year. I still stand on that. You forget how bad we looked in Arizona last year. We were still a top 10 defense. You forget. So, just, you're entitled to do you, my man. I'm not saying don't. It's just I'm going to call you out on it. Blanket statement, Drew. Nah, hell nah. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, wow, that was ugly. Hell to the nah. Anyway, circling back, Vinny. I got a Troy's hat going out. I got Rob A's shirt, and I got Curtis's shirt going out today. Felix, I'm still waiting on your shirt to come in. I haven't forgot about you. Arturo Gomez, I'm working on the shop. My producer bailed out on me, so I guess I'm going to have to figure that out on my own. So, it is what it is. I don't know. It's always something. But hey, be that as it may, right, Mark Holmes? I saw Mark was live streaming all day. My God, Mark. Oof. That can't be good for the health, sitting there for that long. God bless you, though. God bless you. Tonight's game, well, let's finish it off. The Texans last night did a hell of a job with the 7 sacks. They're the best team in Texas. Sorry, East Side, I don't really appreciate where you go sometimes with your comments, but you're the best. You have the best team in Texas for my money. 100%. So we got a long way to go. That doesn't mean by the end of the year. You know what? You know how I feel. Dallas, as much as I want them to win the division, I still think we can easily. But it's not about that. It's about winning in the playoffs. Unfortunately, that's what this season is going to be. Ups and downs, because that's what this team does to us. But anyway, circling forward to tonight, Eagles versus Falcons. I will be streaming it. It will be a channel member Zoom call. I don't expect Phil to be in any sort of shape to do a show tonight. So that's fine. I'll give my prediction for the Eagle game prior to the game on the live stream, and we'll go from there. I expect the Eagles to get the job done. Atlanta's an interesting team because I got kind of filleted a little bit. I got a little filleted, when I said that. I was just reading an article. I don't just listen to Club Shay Shay and his bedroom antics on Instagram. I don't just... Uh-oh, spillage. I gotta take another hit. You know what I mean? Again, I'm all sticky. Pause. I was just repeating what I heard. Kirk Cousins is not 100% by any stretch of the imagination. He's not a very mobile quarterback anyway, so I don't know how much it's going to hurt him. But you need to extend the play from time to time, especially against an Eagle defense. I think Eagles defense is going to be average, maybe, but that's about as best as... Sorry, guys, that's about as best as... This is what I said at the beginning of the year. And last week was no different. Jordan Love... No surprise, Green Bay won yesterday. Jordan Love was on the bench. Jordan Love stunk last year to start the season, and he stunk this year to start the season. That's just a fact. You guys don't want to admit it, that's fine. Malik Willis, who stinks, got the win at home. So, again, a win's a win for Green Bay, but Kirk Cousins, we don't know. He's not mentally... He's not 100%, and physically he's limited with his mobility. And if anybody knows anything about the Achilles, it's just look it up, man. That's a nasty recovery. Look at Dan Marino. I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a clean pair of shorts. Look at Dan Marino. Dan Marino was never the same after his Achilles. Now, again, maybe the surgeries have come more further than they used to be, but a cadaver, it still requires a cadaver tendon, I believe. Put in the comments. I believe they got to take a cadaver tendon. I believe. It's literally learning to walk again, let alone play NFL football. Let alone at, 36? How old's? Put in the comments. 36, 38? Again, I'm not doing my homework as I'm getting in the car. I know he's in his upper 30s. You guys get the point. You know, what they need to do is throw screen. If you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, like I will be tonight, just because of the division, we want them to lose. Eagles won't lose tonight. I'm telling you now. Eagles win. But, I'm going to be rooting for Atlanta. Screens all day. Screens. Get the ball to your big playmakers. They have a lot of playmakers. Get the ball to the tight ends. I like Zach Baum, but there's only one of them. Nakobe Dean going to match up against tight end? Maybe. A 6'6" tight end? Maybe. I would work the seams. Try and run the ball a little bit. Screen passes, short passes to set up the play action. That's what I would do. I'm going to predict the Eagles to win tonight. I don't have a score yet, so stay tuned for that. But the winning formula is to keep the pressure off of Kirk Cousins, be able to run the ball a little bit, but get the short passing game going, setting up that play action downfield, which I think, though, based on last week, I think Green Bay's defense of secondary is better than Atlanta's. I know they got A.J. Terrell. I know they got some defensive pieces, but they've kind of thrown it together towards the end. I think Green Bay's offensive line is better than Atlanta. So there's a lot of question marks. A lot of question marks. So anyway, don't forget my lunchtime chat at 2:30, 3 o'clock, live from the mail truck. And I will see everybody later. This is Game Time Brian saying, I am out. I'm mailing your stuff, everybody. And again, 2:30, 3 o'clock, lunchtime chat. I'll see you late.